You ever notice how men get quieter as they get older? Not weaker, not colder, just quieter. Like somewhere between heartbreaks, betrayals, and the battles they never talk about. They just stop saying how they really feel. And then one day, he's sitting there, 80 years old, staring out a window with eyes that have seen too much, holding a cup in his hand. Doctors call it tea, but I call it peace. And here's the thing, that cup, that one nightly drink every man over 80 should be having, it's not about what's inside, it's about what it means. It's the moment you sit alone with yourself and finally say, I made it through. Because, let's be honest, men don't always make it through in one piece. We grow up told to be tough, told to swallow our pain, hide our tears, keep moving. You lose someone you love, you keep working, you get betrayed, you say, I'm fine. You feel empty, you scroll, drink, lift, run, anything but sit with the silence. And deep down, you start building this wall, not out of strength, but out of survival. A wall made of moments you never healed from. The breakup that broke you, but you pretended didn't. The father you wanted to talk to, but never could. The mistakes you made when you were just trying to be loved. You tell yourself you're over it. But brother, the heart remembers what the mind tries to forget. And one day you realize it wasn't the world that stopped you from feeling. It was you trying to protect yourself from the next heartbreak. So let me tell you this right now. You're not weak for feeling tired. You're not broken for missing someone who hurt you. You're not less of a man for wanting to be loved deeply. That ache in your chest, that's not weakness. That's proof that you cared. You see, society told you that emotions make you soft, but they lied. Emotions make you real. They make you human. And brother, there's something powerful about a man who's not afraid to feel anymore. You want to know why so many men lose themselves in silence? Because we were never taught how to heal, only how to hide. Psychology calls it emotional suppression. It's the habit of pushing emotions down so deep that you forget what they even mean. We learn to fix things, not feel them. We learn to protect others, not express ourselves. But here's the truth. You can't outrun what's inside you. That pain you ignore becomes the anger you can't explain. That loneliness you deny becomes the distance you create in every relationship. That heartbreak you never grieved becomes the reason you can't trust again. And it's not because you're weak, it's because you're wounded. You've been at war with yourself for years, trying to look strong on the outside while bleeding on the inside. But here's where everything changes. That one nightly drink, that quiet cup before bed, it's not about tea, whiskey, or wine. It's about facing yourself. It's about finally sitting in the silence and saying, I can't carry this pain anymore. I need to let it go, brother. Listen to me. The only thing heavier than heartbreak is pretending it doesn't exist. The moment you stop running from your pain is the moment you start healing. That's the drink. That's the ritual. That's the medicine no doctor can prescribe. Because peace doesn't come from pills. It comes from acceptance. So how do you do it? How do you drink that peace every night without losing yourself again? First, accept the truth. You can't change what happened. You can only choose what it means to you now. The heartbreak, the betrayal, the silence, they're not curses. They're lessons. Each one carved depth into your soul. Second, forgive yourself. You did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Stop punishing yourself for how you survived. Third, let go of the illusion of control. You can't make people love you the way you love them. You can't save everyone. Sometimes walking away is the strongest thing you'll ever do. Fourth, rebuild your peace. Every night before you sleep, pour that drink, whatever it is for you. Maybe it's tea. Maybe it's silence. Maybe it's just a deep breath. And as you drink, remind yourself, I'm not who I was. I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. You are stronger than the heartbreak that tried to break you. You are more than the mistakes that haunt you. You are not defined by who left. You are defined by who you became after they did. You are not the boy who needed love to feel worthy. You are the man who learned to give love without losing himself. Brother, look at yourself. After everything, you're still here, still standing, still breathing, still fighting, and that alone makes you unstoppable, because pain doesn't destroy a man, it forges him. Like steel through fire, you come out stronger, sharper, wiser. You stop chasing validation. You start choosing peace. And here's where it all comes full circle. That 80-year-old man with the quiet smile and the cup in his hand. He's not drinking tea. He's drinking forgiveness. He's drinking closure. He's drinking gratitude. He's toasting to every version of himself that had to break just to survive. He's toasting to the nights he cried alone, the mornings he forced himself to rise, the years he spent trying to figure out who he was beneath the armor. And he whispers to himself, "You made it." That's the secret the doctors can't explain. That's the nightly drink that keeps a man alive long after the world forgets his name. It's not a potion, it's a practice, a ritual of healing, a promise to never abandon yourself again. So when you sit there tonight, alone, tired, maybe even broken, I want you to pour yourself that drink. And I want you to remember every scar, every loss, every lesson. And then say to yourself, this is for the man I used to be. This is for the man I'm becoming. This is for the peace I finally deserve, because one day, when you're 80 and the world is quiet, you'll realize it was never about the drink. It was about the moment you chose yourself. So tonight, brother, take that moment. Don't wait until you're old to find peace. Start now. Start here. Start with yourself. Forgive the past. Release the anger. Choose stillness over chaos. And every night, when the world goes silent and you're left with your thoughts, raise that invisible cup to the sky and whisper, "I made it through another day." Because that's what real strength looks like. Not muscles, not money, not masks, peace. And that, my friend, that's the drink every man, not just those over 80, should be having every single night. Now breathe. Let it sink in. You're still here for a reason. You still have time to heal, to love, to rise. The story isn't over. It's just beginning again. So tonight, when the silence comes, don't fear it. Sit with it. Learn from it. Toast to it. Because the man who learns to find peace in his own company is the man no heartbreak can destroy. Now it's your time to rise.